All right. My name is Taylor Redding. I'm one of the first grade teachers here at Legacy, and today we're going to be talking about iReady. So we use iReady as one of our math programs across the county. So every student is working on a path that is tailored to them. So when they take their assessment at the beginning of the year, each student is given a path. They all may be slightly different, depending on where your student scores. So some students may be working on counting up to 5, counting up to 10. Some students may start by working on some addition strategies or subtraction strategies. It just depends on how your student scores. So that's the great thing about iReady is it's really tailored towards your child to help them build a better math understanding. So some requirements that we have that comes with iReady is students are required to have 45 minutes of work a week and 2 lessons passed a week. We have these requirements to ensure that students are working on iReady and progressing on their path. Some goals that we have when it comes to iReady is the 100 lessons passed club. So Miss Wilson, our math coach, does an amazing job at really encouraging students to get on iReady and use iReady. She comes around each month, shouts out the students who have passed enough lessons for that month. They get maybe a little treat like a sticker or a pencil or a sucker just to kind of encourage them to keep going and to keep working hard on their path. And then when a student does reach the 100 lessons club, she brings them on to LNN. They get a certificate, they get a little pin, and they get to wear a cape. And we really work to encourage those students and say, oh, well, look, they can do it. You can do it too. All of us in first grade also have our own ways to encourage students with iReady. Some of us have charts that we look at their lessons monthly, or we're looking at their lessons from beginning to end. And so students are being encouraged to use iReady and make progress on their path. Another goal for iReady is to help them become a better mathematician. You've heard, people say practice makes perfect, or the more you practice, the better you get. Well, that's in the same sense of iReady. There's a direct correlation with students who are using iReady and the progress that they make when they take their test at the beginning, middle, and end of the year. So we really encourage them to work on that so that they can make that progress and reach their goals. We will also only work on iReady at school. Students are given plenty of time to reach the requirements. So there's no need for them to do it at home. We will have a middle of the year assessment on iReady at the beginning of December and an end of the year assessment at the end of April. So what does it mean? You're going to receive some iReady forms that look similar to this one, along with some other pages. But let's just talk about the main things that will help you understand this a little bit more. So you've got this blue graph here that kind of shows where your student fell. A lot of our kids have placed in grade K at the beginning of the year assessment, and that is totally okay because they have not had any true first grade math at this point in the year. So you can see this student scored an overall score of 393. Well, if you look here, they're not too far off from being on grade level. So this green box here is our on grade level area. So to be on grade level, they need to score a 402 or above. To be mid on grade level, it's that green line, and that's a 413. And then you also see some things to the side here, stretch 430 and typical 422. So our typical growth is what each student can reach based on their placement at the beginning of the year to the end of the year. So each student's typical growth is going to be slightly different. So this is where they need to be by the end of first grade. That's what iReady says that they can do. Our stretch growth is a little more ambitious, but it is still attainable for students to reach at the end of the year. The stretch growth is really good, especially if a student is below grade level, to work towards meeting that stretch growth. And then if you look over here, you can see that we have 4 domains that the students are assessed in each time. They're assessed in number and operations, algebra and algebraic thinking, measurement data, and geometry. So you can see here that this student scored grade K in all domains except for number and operations. They're mid 1. So iReady is going to do a little bit more to focus on these areas where the student did not quite reach grade level to help get them to grade level by the time they take it at the end of the year. iReady is a great platform to use. It is used across the county, and we have seen some great results by using it. So please make sure you're encouraging your student at home to get their minutes in, to get their lessons passed. And if you have any other questions about iReady, feel free to reach out to your child's teacher because we are here to help. Thank you.